Hi, I am Latricia Booker, and this is Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, get delivered, get free, where we know who we are, where we elevate our minds and our spirits, and we raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose. And so, on today, I just wanted to share some things with you about different beliefs and different ways to think to become wealthy. This is actually from the Wealth Files of Harv Eker, who is the author of A Millionaire Mind. And so I just wanted to share some of these things because these are some of the ways that are suggested or are known to be the way millionaires, billionaires, rich people, and wealthy people think. So today I'm just going to do, it's 17 that I have all together. Today I'm going to do 1 through 8 or something like that. And then I'm going to pick up the rest in the next video. So anyhow, the first thing is, number 1, rich people believe I create my life. Poor people believe life happens to me. Okay, so rich people, and I'll say wealthy people, they take matters into their own hands. They create a life for themselves. They know that life and what they have in their life is dependent upon what they do. They know that life is dependent upon what they think. They know life is dependent upon how they feel, what they believe, and ultimately what they do. And so again, rich people believe I create my own life, and poor people believe that life happens to me. The problem with life happening to you is that when you believe that life happens to you, you believe that there's nothing you can do about your situation or your circumstances. I'm not negating the fact that things don't happen to us in life that are beyond our control. But even then, it's up to us as to how we respond to what's happening to us so that we can create the life that it is that we want, that we prefer. Okay, number 2, rich people play the money game to win, and poor people play the money game to not lose. So what's the difference there? Rich people, and I'll say wealthy people, they play the money game, or they do the money game. They deal with their money, they deal with their life, they deal with their business with a win attitude, with a I'm gonna win. And winning doesn't mean winning over someone else. It just means winning in their own life. They don't even think failure. I've often heard there's nothing, the only failure is to not try. Well, I don't even think that's a failure. I don't think we fail. Even if something didn't work out or something didn't go the way we wanted it to, I don't think that's a failure. I think that that's a learning experience. We had to have learned something from it. We had to have gone through that to learn, to get something from it. Even if it's redirection, or to find something out where that's concerned that we now can apply to our life or whatever it is that we're doing. So rich, wealthy people think win-win. Everything is a win. Whatever they're doing, they're going to win. There's no doubt. There's no question in their mind. Poor people, it says is the poor people plays the money game not to lose. And the problem with that is that you're thinking, oh, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. So if you're thinking you don't want to lose, guess what you're going to do? You're going to lose. You got to think win. Even if you're saying you don't want to lose, the very fact lose is coming up is what you're putting out into the atmosphere. That's what your thoughts, the thoughts you're reeling in your mind and that you're projecting into the atmosphere. And so that's what you're going to experience. So change that mindset from win to I win, period. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. To change it to that, all I do is win, no matter what. Instead of I don't want to lose. Eradicate that. We don't need that. If you winning, you can't be losing. If you busy winning, you ain't got a thought in your mind about not wanting to lose. That don't even occur to you. Number 4, rich people think big, poor people think small. How do you think the rich get rich? How do you think the wealthy get wealthy? They think big. They think big. Even the scriptures tell us that what is given a rich man will only get richer, and a poor man, what even that he had, if a rich man more would be given to him, and a poor man what he has would be taken from him. You know why? Because that poor man thinks so small that even what you got, let me just take that, because you thinking too small. You think so when you're poor and you're a small thinker. You think so small to that even whatever you get or whatever you have, your small thinking is going to cause it to disappear and or be taken from you. On the other hand, if you think big, like a wealthy rich person, how do you think the wealthy and the rich get rich? They have to think big. You can't get richer and wealthy thinking small. I have a thing where, I'll have people have said to me, man, you think big, you don't go small. I have a friend years ago, she used to say, Trish, you don't act small, because we used to do what we did back in the days, and I would borrow money, and I would borrow big money, and she just would be like, you don't be asking for no little money. She said, you'll be asking for big money, and she said, then they give it to you. But I'm like, why go small when you could go big? Why am I gonna play with this little stuff when I know it's not enough? Why not just go for what I want? What's gonna please me and make me happy and give me where I'm gonna be able to do the things that I need to do? Why ask for it if I'm still gonna be struggling and scrapping with whatever it is I'm trying to do? So I've always had this thing where I go big. That's what the wealthy people do. They think big. They're not thinking on a small scale. Even, with what we call the law of attraction, I've experienced where people have shared or told, like, to start small with something. I'm the complete opposite. I don't start small because I don't want small. And I don't even want to train myself to think in a small way or say I want something small. Now, I know that for some people, that's just what they have to do for their own personal reasons. I get that. But I'm talking about me. I just don't know how to shrink my thinking, and I don't want to learn. I don't know how to shrink my thinking and my mind and my thoughts to go and try to attract or, get something small. My visions are so big. My thinking is so big. What I want and desiring and what God is giving me and showing me, my dreams are so big that I can't think small. It's already too big to try to have a small thought or a small belief. So yes, go big. You have to think big. In order to get big, you have to think big. And that's what wealthy people do. They think big. Poor people think small. That's why they're poor. And so the next one, number 5, is rich people focus on opportunities and poor people focus on obstacles. You get that? So think about it. I like to start with the poor first, because let's get that out of the way so we can go on to the big stuff. But poor people, everything is a problem. Ooh, I can't because of this. Oh, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be able to. Ooh, if I do that, ooh, I don't have enough money. Everything is a problem. Everything is an obstacle. If it ain't one, trust me, they'll come up with one. And I always believe it's because it's a poverty-stricken mentality. It's just where they are. They're stuck. But sometimes I believe that's just where they want to be. Sometimes, people just where they are. But it's always a problem. There's always an obstacle. There's always a reason why they can't. When it comes to poor people, just think about it. I heard a young lady not long ago. She's a celebrity actually right now, but she was speaking on behalf of the people in the black community and was saying, well, the reason talking about having black-owned businesses, having their own things, and she went on to defend them and say, well, sometimes they don't have this, and sometimes they can't get the loans, and sometimes I'm like thinking to myself, yes, they can if they wanted to. Don't help propagate, perpetuate that thinking. But that's how they think I can, and there's no reason I can't get the loan. Listen, if you want something, if God put it in your heart, if God put it in your spirit, if you want it bad enough, you're going to make something happen. It's going to happen. If you thinking the right thoughts, if you thinking big, if you're not seeing obstacles, like it says, you have to Wealthy people see opportunities. Even where it appears to be an obstacle, we see we see opportunity. Everything I look at, I hear a wealth of information on a daily basis. And all I hear is opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Somebody just shared some stuff with me the other day, and I took that information. I heard what was said, and God gave me all kind of instructions based on what I heard. And all I heard was more opportunities. Like, okay, you're gonna do this too, and you're gonna buy this too, and this is what you're gonna do. And it's about building, but I didn't see it as obstacle. I saw it as opportunity. And that's what you have to do. You have to see things, everything is an opportunity. Nothing is an obstacle. That's how wealthy people think. That's how you need to think. Everything is an opportunity, even if it appears to be an obstacle. Find the opportunity there. Maybe the opportunity is to overcome the obstacle. How about that? See, that's how wealthy people do it. That's how rich people do it. They break through. They break through. Ain't no obstacles in their ass. It's just something to break through, to go around, to figure out. Okay. Think y'all get my point. So next, number 6. Rich people admire other rich and wealthy people and successful people. Poor people resent rich, successful, and wealthy people. Okay. We probably see that a lot. Poor people don't like rich people. They just don't. They tend to downplay them, be jealous, be resentful for them having what they have. And you know, I hear this a lot in my own community. They just take from the poor. They ain't taking from you, because you allowing your own self to be poor. Now, don't get me wrong. Jesus did say the poor will always be here with us, but the reason why is because some people just not gonna rise above their poverty-stricken state and rise into the wealth and the riches that God has for us. Some people just gonna. It's not that it's not available to them. It's just that some people that's just what it's gonna be. Even though he said the poor will always be among us, he didn't say that they had to stay poor, but he said they're gonna be there, because he understood some people just not gonna rise above. So anyhow, again, wealthy people admire wealthy people. That's how we get wealthy. We admire what you admire, you really attract to you. Unfortunately, sometimes people admire something, but then they start hating it. But underneath that hate is really admiration. But the problem with that is, if you start hating instead of admiring, you attracting the wrong thing to you. If you admire it, just admire it. I have a thing where when I see something wonderful, something that inspires me, something I love, something that I want, I be like, yes, yes. If I see somebody doing it, whether it be in an area that I want to do it in or not, I'm like, yes, you go, you get it. I admire that. Do you know that when you do that, you admire that, when you rejoice, when you praise people for what they're doing and say yes to it? Say yes to it. You're drawing it to yourself, it or whatever that is that you're wanting and desiring. I love me some Mercedes and some BMWs. I ain't into Lexuses like that, but it's a money car. So I'm here for it. When I be riding on the road, sometimes all I see is BMW, Mercedes, and Lexuses, and I be like, yes. I be having to look at the sisters and brothers driving and be like, yes, baby. And when they want to change lanes and get in front of me, I say, yeah, come on. Bring that Mercedes right on in. Bring it right on in. Because that's my way of saying yes to it. I ain't jealous or hating because they got what they got. I'm like, yes. I admire it. I don't know how they got it, what they doing, what they do. That ain't all my business or problem. I'm just saying yes to that one aspect of what it is, and me knowing I love it, I desire it, and again, it represents wealth and money to me. As I said, I don't care for Lexuses, but I say yes to them just because it represents money, because it's a money car. It's a wealthy car. So wealthy people, to think like a wealthy person, to become wealthy, you have to make sure that you're admiring other wealthy people, other successful people, other rich people. other people that are doing their thing. Don't hate, congratulate. Love it, admire it, because you do anyway. Just let it just flow. Okay? So yeah. So the last thing I'm gonna hit on today is number 7, which is rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. I mean, that's pretty clear. Like they say, birds of a feather flock together. Usually, poor people are hanging around other poor people that's talking negative, that's doing the same thing. They doing nothing but nothing. Talking about they broke, can I borrow? Do you got it? I ain't got it. Hustling each other, whatever. Wealthy people associate with other wealthy people. And if you on your way to becoming wealthy, I promise you, you ain't hanging around no people that ain't on nothing. And that's part of why, because they not even your kind. You know, in fact, you can't even stand to be around somebody that's negative or that talks a certain kind of way, that talks themselves into, that's clearly poverty stricken. I can't even be around people like that. Do sometimes I have to be, yep. But if I be honest, I can't even hear them. I tune them out. I can't hear that kind of talk. And I choose to be around people who are successful. Whether they're doing what I'm doing or not, it doesn't matter, because sometimes that's just networking. You come among others for different reasons. There's an exchange that happens. And so as long as they're successful, and I would add godly people, because I prefer godly people. Some people, and when I say godly, I don't mean necessarily religious. I just mean people of God, that know God, that walk with God, that have some integrity, that are working to do the right thing. No, I don't like hanging around evil people. I'm not into people who would do anything for money, that just don't kid. No. I prefer and I like people who are successful, who are wealthy, who are rich, that are positive, that are good people, who have integrity and are working to do the right thing and help others, that want nothing but the best for others. That's what I'm talking about. So the wealthy people hang around the wealthy, successful people like themselves, and the poor people hang around other poor people like themselves. Which one are you? Which one are you? Which one do you choose to be? You have to make some decisions. So just to wrap this up, I'm just going to run them all down to you guys one more time. Just one more time before I end this video. Number 1, rich people believe I create my life, while poor people believe life happens to me. Number 2, rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game to not lose. Number 3, rich people are committed to being rich. Poor people want to be rich. Number 4, rich people think big. Poor people think small. Number 5, rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. Number 6, rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people. Number 7, rich people associate with positive, successful people, and I'll say wealthy people, while poor people associate with negative and unsuccessful people. So that's numbers 1 through 8, and we have numbers 8 to 17 to go. I will do those on the next video. And again, just in case you want to look at this for yourself, this is the wealth files from Harv Eker. His website, which I don't have right now, but I'll locate it and put it in the description box. And so you guys, hey, that's my time, y'all. So that y'all know I gotta go. But if you all like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. You can also connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Latricia Booker. Also on Twitter at Kingdom Business 9. That is Kingdom Business, the number 9. And with that, you guys, I hope you all have an awesome, wonderful, blessed day. And that is my time, you guys. So you know what? I'm out. Peace.